Hi Stampers, today is Saturday and I'm going to show you how to do this pumpkin. Diane will teach me that. I posted it yesterday and everyone loved it. So let's get started. The color on this is pumpkin pie and old olive. And what I did was I cut a piece of pumpkin pie the long way, and it is 5.5 by 11. And then I scored it at 5.5. Now, then I took my circles collection and got the scallop circle, laid it over the fold, and what I wanted to accomplish was to make sure that it would fit in the envelope. So I got my regular size envelope, I laid it right on top where the fold is, and then I kind of looked down here to make sure that's up high enough. And then you can take a pencil and just draw a little line, remove the envelope, and run it through your Big Shot. Now when you do that, this is how it comes out. And I've already removed it and I've already sponged it to save a little time. It just gives it a nice little trim on the edge there. So then the next thing, so you've got a nice card like that. Now we want to decorate it a little bit, and what I did to make the decorations on the front was I used my ovals collection, and I'll show you. I've got this on a magnet, and I used the fourth one in. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one in fit very well on the front of that. So I ran 3 pieces of pumpkin pie through the Big Shot and ended up with this. So I've got 3 ovals. Now I took the 3 ovals, I put in 2 at a time, and went ahead and ran it through this embossing folder. This is looks a little bit like Baroque, but I don't think it is. I've got to find, see if I can find what the name of this is. It's a finer imprint than the Baroque. So I did 2 at a time, and then I did the 1 with that folder, and I did go ahead and sponged around all 3 of these. So I'm going to take my adhesive. I want the raised side up, and I'm going to just put it along the side here, almost all the way up to the top. And I want to leave the same amount of space on both sides. Kind of gonna move it around. I'm not over far enough. Okay, there. Now on this middle one, I'm going to put some dimensionals. Okay, let me do this. I talked to my computer guy that was here just a little while ago, and I said, you know, now that I'm hooked to this eyeball camera on my webcam, I said, it's great, it works great, but I would rather be out at my desk, out at my big table. At my big table, I stand up, and then I have room for my Big Shot and my cutter and everything. So he said what you have to do now, if you want to, is buy a wireless webcam. So I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, but that's an option. That's my next option. Okay, then I took well, I don't want to disrupt this, so I'm going to do this next. I had a little piece of my burlap ribbon, and I laid it over this little acorn on my Autumn Accents die. So I'll lay that aside, but I also wanted to show you, I took two little pieces of green and I laid it over this leaf here down on the bottom and ran them both through at the same time. Got these leaves. I went ahead and sponged them with Old Olive, ran them through the square lattice embossing folder, and I got my two leaves. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is use my heat gun and just put a little bit of glue and set that right there. Hot glue works so nice, and then you know it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. Now I'm going to glue my, well, let's do the ribbon. I have some pumpkin pie. I would call it, I don't know if they call it striped, but it has a nice chevron on it. And I'm just going to tie a knot down at the end. Not a knot, it's just one tie. Okay, so I've got a nice end here. And then I'll try it again over here. Okay, now I'm going to use my hot gun again. Put a little stuff right there on the knot and lay it right over the top of the leaves. Got strings everywhere. And then this little burlap acorn, trying to decide which side I like best. Okay, I'm going to put a little glue on that. Just lay that up there so it lays over the bow. And then I'm going to take some espresso brads. Is that what they call these? They're little sticky brads. And I get them off with my tweezers. Where did it go? There it is. And one more. Okay. Oh, come on. If there's no sticky on it, I'm going to put a little serious sticky on it now. Okay, so that part's done. Now the other thing I did was I took this new set, it's called Best of Autumn. I used the Give Thanks stamp. I stamped it on a piece of vanilla. I put the vanilla in this folder, which is retired, but any folder that can just give you a few, nothing, you don't want the whole thing embossed, but just a few lines going through it. And I'm going to take my square punch, come up here and see how far back I can go. I don't want it too big. Just make my little ends. And then, let's see, I don't know what I did. I think I just curled these ends a little bit. And oh my gosh, I pulled it off. Okay. Well, anyway, let's stick that up under there so we can't see it. But you get the idea. If you use too much embossing, which I've obviously done, you will make the cardstock so weak that it'll rip. So let me tuck that under there. I'll probably do this over, but just for the sake of the video, we're going to put that there. Okay. So that is Diane Will Teach Me That for this week. I hope you liked it. There's several variations that you could use for the front, but it's a beautiful card. And let me show you this one. And then you can put a piece of vanilla inside and do another message. So enjoy. I will see you again soon. My next wish is to go and get some acrylic paint and start playing with the muslin bags. So that might be coming up in the next few days. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping by.